Hi, Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your May 16th to the 31st, 2023 reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously, especially since I had to take that break to care for ill family members. So, thank you so much for getting me back on that YouTube algorithm. It is just absolutely beautiful of you guys. So thank you all so much. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. So let's see the energy we need to be mindful of during this time. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. Here we have the Queen of Swords. So this is an air sign energy, a Gemini, a Libra, an Aquarius. But they don't have to be an air sign energy, right? It could be somewhere within their chart that you don't know about. This is going to be a person who's very cutting with their words. This person tends to give a compliment and an insult in the same exact breath. And it can be very confusing. It can be very overwhelming. This person also can set up little traps within what they're saying to kind of trip you up, to make you not feel like you're saying the right thing, or make you feel like I'm just hearing a bit of a dunce, like make you not think that you're as smart as they are. A person who's really smart doesn't have to trap other people. I mean, and doesn't have to put down other people. So just know that. There can also be a sense of this person. I see them being a bit emotionally manipulative, but they also want things to be done a very certain way. It's like it has to be like this, it has to be like this, it has to be like this. And they'll use like that lineup kind of against people. So just be aware of this. They can pit people against each other very easily. Negative air sign energy, coming forward. So let's see what, spirit has to say, angels and spirit guides. Here we have Earth. Now we're an Earth sign, so connecting more with our element can be astoundingly, beneficial to us, but also letting ourselves be grounded, going outside, being with nature is something that's very important to Earth sign energies. The quality of things, looking at things, and it's like quality over quantity during this time is also going to be a huge blessing. So let's see what spirit has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. And show me clearly, angels. I like this. Okay. So, sorry, let me get my hair out of my way. Okay. So, here with the Nine of Swords, this is such a beautiful card to have reverse because it's really a sense of like, I'm done with the worrying. I can worry myself into an early grave, right? Stress can really take a toll on our health. So being aware of that is going to be very important for us, Virgo. But it's also like, I'm done worrying, I'm done fearing, I'm done being overwhelmed. I'm looking now at ways to calm and center my life. If we need some help with that, I absolutely love Spring Forest Qigong, which I have linked in the description box below. I think that's absolutely beautiful. But it can also just be like stepping out of our thoughts and saying, is that relevant? Like, is that necessary? Do I need to be carrying this around with me? So here, it's becoming much more aware of sometimes the tornado that is our thoughts that comes in and just picks everything up and throws everything around. And it's becoming more centered within ourselves, calmer within ourselves, more guided within ourselves around our thoughts. As we would organize, papers for a presentation, or as we would organize our house, we need to also organize our thoughts. And unfortunately, that's not something that's taught to us, that our thoughts matter. And then we have the magician, as above, so below. As you believe it, so it becomes. And this is going to be a time of tremendous manifestation, right? As you believe it, it becomes. So positive manifestation because of this, yes. Negative manifestation because of this, yes, also. Because, the universe doesn't really distinguish between what we want and what we are fearing. As long as we're thinking about it a lot, that's what's going to come forward. But here also, there's a real sense. I always see in this deck, okay, there's a real sense of power, stepping into our power, stepping into what we want. In this deck, the hermit is a person in the purple robes, right, with the hood up, walking through, like, and here we have the purple robes, we have the wand in the hand instead of like the walking stick. And I always see the Virgo energy or the hermit energy as an older, kind of weary, battle weary, life weary magician. And what we have to remember is that as we turn into ourselves, as we tend to do as Virgos, there's magic to us, there's power to us, there's a brilliance to us. And it's just been a long road. So being aware of this is going to be very important. We're moving to the Queen of Wands, fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Now, this can be a very positive fire sign energy in our lives. But this is also, a transformation of ourselves towards a new dawn, towards a new day, but also towards the magic within us. That's what the magician is showing us. There's magic within us. And as we embrace our magic, we embrace ourselves. The sun is coming up, like the sun is rising within us. There's illumination coming forward. It's like, oh wow, I didn't think of this, or oh, I thought about that, or I always wanted to do that, but then I wrote it off because it was just silly, or it's time to grow up. And now we're going to see us connecting with that magic again, that spark that has been in us for quite some time. It moves us to the Page of Pentacles. This is us. We're represented by the Pentacles in the Minor Arcana. We're students. And during this time, we are tremendously good at being students, at learning, at gathering information about, understanding things deeper and more closely aligning to what we need and what we want and where we're heading for ourselves. So this is going to be a very big deal. We can really utilize this energy for us in a very big way. We can sit there and think, oh, well, I'm also connecting with my inner child, or this is childish energy. Sure, okay. But it's energy that helps us step into us more and more, helps us see ourselves better, helps us to ask the questions that we've been putting off because obviously we should already know the answers. And so here, we're connecting with our inner child. We're connecting with the questions that need to be asked or the things that have felt overwhelming before. And now we're seeing ourselves step into our power, our interests, what we desire, without really holding back. And so here with the Page of Pentacles, be led by your curiosity. Be led by the questions that are just kind of like ping-ponging around in your head. And don't be afraid to write them down. Don't be afraid to be like, oh, wow, this is totally inspiring. Or, oh, wow, I'm totally questioning this. And write it down because we won't be as curious or as prone to following that curiosity as time goes on. But if we have it somewhere that we can see it, it's like, oh, yeah, I'm inspired again. Like, oh, yeah, let's follow this. The 10 of Swords, this is overkill. There can be something that you're thinking about and something that like your mind tends to focus on. And it's just overkill, right? Because 10 swords in anybody's back is overkill. So here, just be mindful about this. It can be very overwhelming. We can tend to kind of fixate on things. But what we're also going to see is that swords are very expensive, right? In the ancient world, a sword was power. It set your family in a totally different class system. And swords, as time went on, they were only used by nobility. So here, with the 10 of Swords, there's a real sense of power, of instinct, of understanding coming forward, because you have gone through the overkill. You have gone through the people attacking you. You have gone through, all these hardships, and now you are reborn. And you're taking all that knowledge with you, right? You're taking the swords out of your back, and you're saying, now I have enough swords for a little army. Now I have enough to really fuel myself forward. And it might sound sad in a sense, but sometimes life is sad. Sometimes we are betrayed in ways that we just look at things and we're like, what the heck? Like, I helped you. What are you doing? So just be aware of this. And it leads us to the Chariot. It leads us to taking the sea, to taking our emotions that were unformed and forming them into powerhouse forward, into powerful horses that can move us forward like nobody's business. Here we have Mamanan, the god of the sea, and he's bent the waves to his will, right? And so here we're bending our emotions to our will. We're saying, I see you. I'm embracing my element of earth. I'm grounding myself. My roots run deep. Okay. I'm being a student. I'm questioning. I'm listening to the power also of my dreams. Your dreams are going to be telling you a lot during this time. I'm not letting my emotions overwhelm me, which we can easily have, right? And feeling overwhelmed and feeling, caged in and trapped and just like it's too much. We take that and we're like, okay, I'm taking the emotions that are so raw and so real, but also make it so that we can be more relatable to the world because we're not the only people who feel overwhelmed, right? We're not the only people who, question if we can keep on going on. And I'm harnessing them to lead me forward. I'm harnessing my emotions to not take me over, but to guide me in a way that I hadn't expected that I needed, or in a way on a path that I didn't think I could walk. And that's going to be a very big deal for us. And it moves us then to our subconscious energy to be mindful of, and that's rebirth. We need to be mindful that we're changing. And as we step forward, as we change, we're not the same person that we were. And there can be like some growing pains, right? That sense of entering into a new stage of our lives, it always takes a bit of getting used to. It always takes like, oh wow, I'm stepping into this, or oh wow, I'm becoming this. And we can feel sometimes like life just takes over and we weren't ready for it. But we're also being reborn. And we need to see what that rebirth is like for us and kind of be kinder to ourselves because we are moving forward in such a different way for us and such a powerful way. It moves us then to our subconscious spirit message. And here it is centered. It's being centered within ourselves. That's why that grounding the earth energy is so important. It's like, okay, everything's chaotic, but let me center me. Okay, everything is overwhelming, but let me center me. Let me keep on coming back and let me be my own touchstone. It brings us then to our subconscious tarot message, and it's the Eight of Swords reversed. And if you want a card reversed, right, you want the Nine of Swords. Ten of Swords reversed would also be awesome, but the Eight of Swords reversed is fantastic because we don't have the Ten of Swords reversed, obviously. And the Eight of Swords is coming out of a prison of our own mind. Worry, doubt, fear, being blinded by our own thoughts. Like everything just keeps on taking over. That's why Spirit's saying we're reining in our emotions that would just kind of run amok. And we're saying enough is enough. Now it's time for me to go after what I want. Now, here we can also, because of this, be embodying kind of the harsher air sign energy of let's just do the facts. Let's just move things forward. I'm going to say things whether you want to hear them or not. They can be biting and mean, but I need to say it. So we need to be mindful there because, you can't take back things that are said, right? We can apologize and move forward, but a person will always remember and we will always remember saying it. So we have to be mindful with a negative sword energy, right? And here we're coming out of a prison almost. It's like we're being set free. And there's a real sense of finally. And it can be, after, 8 months or 8 weeks or 8 years or the eighth month, we went through something and it just stuck with us. It just held us prisoner. And now it's like, I'm done. I'm done with this now. So there's a real sense of freedom moving us forward that is beautiful. And that we're getting used to again. All right. All right, Virgo. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Virgo. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. Have a wonderful end of May. I love you all. God bless. Bye.